Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Texas versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi college basketball matchup on Friday, December 22nd, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for our best bets, we put those under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website, so to grab these awesome packages, just text that number. But let's get to this one. Texas taking on Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Afternoon action on a Friday, and of course the Longhorns come into this one 8-2 on the season, but just 3-7 against the number. Always a super popular team. Meanwhile, up against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 6-5 on the season, 5-2 against the number this season, 4-1 against the number on the road, despite just being 2-3 straight up. So this just from a very high level, face value perspective. I mean, you could see you got a really super popular Texas Longhorn team, one of the biggest schools, out there, and, certainly, one of the biggest states up against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, a school that probably the casual fan has never even heard of. And, the Horns certainly have played, strong. They're 8-2. I always say this, especially in non-conference play time of year, and not all 8-2s are created equal. And when you look at Texas's 8-2, their losses come against UConn and Marquette. So two of the top teams, out there in the nation, two teams that could easily be in the Final Four this season. So I don't think there's any shame in that. But when you look at, Texas' other games, for the most part, they have really taken care of business. It's just some of these spreads that they've been asked to cover have been way to the high side, like including the win over Houston Christian, for example, 33.5-point favorites. I mean, they won the game by 27, still counts as a game that they didn't cover the spread in that thing. And that's basically the ask these days when you have these out-of-conference games where you have a real lesser opponent versus a real strong, favorite. And, we saw Texas last time out against LSU just absolutely pound the Tigers. And, because they hadn't covered the spread in games like, the Marquette game and the UConn game, we got great value against a team like LSU, who, Texas is head and shoulders better than them. When we look at Corpus Christi, they haven't played anyone near this level. They played Texas Tech, and they also did play Houston, so I guess they have played teams near this level, and they got a ton of points in those games too. Getting 34.5 against Houston, they covered in that game, losing by only 32 points in that thing. And in the Texas Tech matchup, they were getting 24.5. They only lost by 9. So they've been competitive against the big boys. And in most of the cases, it's just been a favorable spot for them because, well, the team that they're playing against just is seen in the public eye as being so much stronger. But when the actual case is Texas is clearly the better team, they're just not this many points better. I'm going to take the bundle of points with Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.